Can I ask you a question then?
justice.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So I interview people, right? I've interviewed people that are in hotels.
Okay.
I've seen some that are in genuine need. There was a guy from Long Eaton. I saw his home office paperwork. He was left unalived. Yeah, he literally looked like he was no longer with us. Yeah, them kind of people, I agree, need the refugee. They need refugee status. Yeah. I interviewed a guy from Sandpiper Hotel in Chesterfield, and I asked him where he was from. And he said he paid €500 to come out to this country, and he was from Upai.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know where Upai is?
Yeah.
Do you know where Upai is?
Sorry?
Do you know where Upai is?
Where you?
Do you know where the country of Upai is?
Upai, what's that?
South of France.
South of France.
South of France.
Yeah.
So what was in South of France?
Disputing that there will be people that use the opportunity.
Yeah,
But
so-
who create the opportunity ultimately? It's the ones that create the war.
So how do we
They
resolve
create
it?
The conditions
But how
for
do
these
we-
people.
how do we resolve
you know,
it?
Well, you know that there are some people where people were trying to get into boats. Yeah, they use life jacket.
Yeah.
You know, among the people that give them the passage, you know, that made money out of them, they made life jackets, but because they ran out of polystyrene, you know what they use? Sponge.
Inner tubes.
Sponge.
And inner tubes.
Yeah, so they sank. People rather than save with their life jacket, they sank.
So,
This is the kind of
here's another
society
another
we
question.
live.
Here's another
This is- We create war.
Let me ask you
we
another
create
question.
Genocide. We create dictatorship around the world.
Tony
and then
Blair.
when they come here,
Tony Blair.
you accuse them. You accuse the criminals that come from here.
So what's
you
your-
accuse them of being criminals.
What's
this
your
guy
big-
came from
what-
France.
stop ever talking.
He was from a Western country, from a Western culture. He's a criminal. He will use any opportunity to use society and other people to profit for himself. People that are escaping wars, they're just trying to survive.
So
I
if
come
the-
from Chile.
Okay,
And
so-
Chile is
Oh
full
my
of
God.
is full also of immigrants because the situation in Chile for the moment is not so bad. So now, when I left Chile, there was almost no foreigners. Now it's full of foreigners. Why? Because the fascists, the Zionists, the right wing, they're creating wars everywhere. They're destroying
The right
world,
wing's causing
and
wars.
people are moving around trying to survive.
I don't recall ever starting a war.
No, you know, but that is,
I don't recall starting a war.
That is cheating, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people in power.
So
the
it-
fascists, the Zionists.
So
in
ignore
power.
that minute. Just ignore that for 1 minute.
You are nobody.
Ignore that
Yeah.
for 1 minute. So if they are fleeing war-torn places, which we can all agree on, there is some, yeah.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of war.
Yeah. So
And
why majority
dictatorship.
of them are aged fighting men? Why are they leaving the women and kids behind?
What do you mean?
Why are the men coming to this country and leaving the women and kids?
Some of them do. Yeah, but for women and children, are you going to just to take your children in every opportunity? Maybe they come here and say, okay, you know, I am trying to get a good situation there, and I will bring my family.
Okay.
Because what
Oh, yeah.
will you
Okay.
do? Will
Okay.
you
Okay.
send
Listen.
your
Listen.
children
Stop.
and women?
So if it's that bad, why would you take that risk to leave them behind? As a man, I would not dare leave my children
Yeah,
and kids
people
behind.
from entire family. Just look at the people that are traveling. Their entire family. Some
That's-
people will leave, some other will come with their entire family.
They could also get
You're just
asylum
argumenting.
before.
I'm not
garbage
argumenting.
To justify the fact that the wars are created by the rich, the Zionists, the fascists that control this world, the new world orders that are destroying us. Now they are creating.
So what's your
destroying
answer?
Currency.
Who would you vote to stop?
Sorry.
Who would you vote in to stop it?
For the moment, we have to create something new.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Labour Party is crap.
Yeah, shit, yeah. We can agree on
everybody
that.
knows
Everyone can agree on that.
Yeah, all politicians are corrupt because this culture.
They all
is
piss in the same
diseased.
pot.
You know, I come from Chile. There was a military dictatorship up there, and the first thing you notice with the dictatorship that everything was corrupted. Yeah, the entire country became corrupted because that's what fascism do. They corrupt the country to control people, and they work against the people. No, you know, fascists, people in power, that the Zionists, New World Order, they want power for themselves. You know why? Because they don't obey human laws. They don't obey human justice. So what happens? They create their own laws, and then there is no law. And they cannot control themselves. They cannot control each other. That's why the world is
But
being destroyed.
are you willing to take in some of these people that are causing the mass atrocities?
Sorry?
Are you willing to take some of these people in that are coming here illegally?
It depends. You know,
Depends on what?
The majority of people that I know personally, they are good people. I'm talking about my experience.
If I offered you, right?
I'm sure that there
Okay,
are
listen.
criminals that
In my-
abuse the law.
if-
You look at these societies,
Oh my
they go
God.
everywhere and they abuse the law everywhere. They control the world by lawyers.
Right,
Yeah.
if in my hand was 5 sweets, yeah, 4 were good sweets, 1 could kill you on the spot, would you take your chance and take a sweet out of my hand?
That is completely
Exactly,
ridiculous.
exactly.
It's a ridiculous analogy.
No, it's not.
No, this is not. This
No,
is
it's
not
not.
sweet, and there people are not poisonous. There are some of them. If there are criminals, they should be identified. And
Exactly. So how do we identify?
I'm a refugee from Chile. Yeah. If I see a criminal, somebody committing crime, I will go and denounce the bastard.
Good.
If I see somebody that is committing child abuse, absolutely will go and
Good.
denounce it. Yeah. So don't make everything black and white.
You're making everything black and white. Yes, you are.
With some people, when they are when we're talking about
By putting people in sections, by putting people in
supremacy. When we are
It's
talking
true, though,
about
isn't it?
supremacy, then we are
How's
talking
it
about
bollocks?
black and white.
You talk in simple binary terms, like the world's binary, not. You talk absolute bollocks. You know you do.
Are you happy then? Have you got children yourself?
I am.
Yeah, I have. I've got 7.
We
I've
are
got
all
7
human
kids.
beings. The only way to survive is to unite.
But are you happy? What would you do? What would you do if one of these illegal immigrants came in and did something unthinkable to your child?
There are some cases, but very.
So what would your solution be? I could offer you a solution that I think would be which I do genuinely think would work.
We call that cooperation our humanity. If we